Good evening and welcome to the joint Southbridge Redevelopment Authority and Town Council meeting, which was posted for today here in the council chambers at 6:30. I apologize for the delay. We had another meeting that took place earlier that went over, but I thank the indulgence of our colleagues up here from the Redevelopment Authority for allowing us to start a little bit late. With that, I'll call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Councillor Adams?
Present.
Councillor Daniel?
Present.
Councillor DePietro?
Absent.
Councillor Jovan?
Present.
Councillor Manna? Present. Councillor Morales?
Absent.
Councillor Nash?
Present.
Councillor Steves?
Present.
Mr. Clemens?
Present.
Ms. Christo?
Present.
And Mr. Martin?
Okay. Agenda item 4, vote to accept the Joint Redevelopment Authority Town Council minutes of October 15, 2018.
So moved.
Second. Any errors, corrections, or omissions? All those in favor? Opposed?
I'm going to abstain.
Abstain? One abstention. Item 5, tonight we're here to vote to confirm the appointment of Andrew Threlfall Murch to the Southbridge Redevelopment Authority, effective immediately through June 11, 2019, which is the next election date. Appointment is to fill a vacancy due to member resignation.
Second.
Okay, discussion? Mr. Clemens.
Thank you. Andrew Murch has come to a number of our meetings. He's been very active in the town of Southbridge. He's been here for 6 years. Of that 6 years, he's spent 3 years on the Worcester County Action Council Head Start program and has been volunteering in numerous positions. And as I said, he came forward, and we're very happy to have him come forward and take the opening position we have in our staff.
Thank you. Any questions? Councilor Steves.
I do have a couple of questions for Mr. Murch. Is he here?
He is, right
Yes.
there. Good evening, Mr. Murch.
Thank you for coming, first of all. Thank you for putting your name in. I was just curious if you could kind of summarize a little bit of your background as it relates to what the Redevelopment Authority does.
Can you hear that? Because the
I
microphone's
couldn't,
not
unfortunately.
Is mine not working? Did you hear me?
Unfortunately,
Okay,
not.
what I was asking is if you could give me a quick summary of your background and how it relates to what the Redevelopment Authority does. Since you've been to some of the meetings, you have some idea of what they do, so.
With most of my volunteer time, at least since I've been in town, has been with the Head Start program.
Right.
So that does entail, during my tenure, it did entail working through a couple of location issues and infrastructure issues as well, to try to get a resolution to give children a site in the Webster and Oxford area that they also serviced. Unfortunately, they lost their building, so we were working with different municipalities to try to find another location, which some of them did require some infrastructure repair as well, and certain play equipment that's required for the Head Start as well. So it did kind of entail a little bit more towards redeveloping an older facility.
Okay.
I know it's kind of minute comparative to a town, but I am always willing to learn, and I've always tried to look at things with an open mind and see what's going to be the most beneficial for the community, as well as fiscally, because you got to balance one between the other. So I think that kind of mentality is where I'm going to be resourceful to the Redevelopment Authority.
Okay. Are there any particular issues that the authority deals with that you're most interested in? Why?
I like the as far as trying to set out the plans and overseeing these, overseeing the construction of like the Central Street parking lot that we have going on. I've always kind of had an interest in development and design, so it's really unique to get to the opportunity to be able to work with something like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Is that Councilor Adams?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, just Mr. Clemens, you still have one more position, right? It's a state appointed.
We do have a state-appointed position that we have open. Basically, in that case, we submit a letter to the governor, and he is the one that puts that person on the committee.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's all I had.
Thank you. Councilor Nash?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to Mr. Murch.
I hope we're saying your name correctly.
Mr. Murch is fine. It's what I usually go by anyway. So.
All right, very good. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for your interest as well and for stepping up. And what you wrote in your letter is absolutely perfect. Community engagement is paramount to bettering a community, and thank you for being willing. I know a number of councilors have been pushing for a long time to try to get people to step up. We have a hard time filling vacancies in committees and commissions and boards, and I'm grateful to see that someone who's well-spoken and interested and willing to do the hard work is coming forward. So lots of good luck, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none. All those in favor of appointment? Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you. Thank you very much for stepping forward. We look forward to working with you over the next year and look forward to you running in June for re-election.
Thank you. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to working with you as well.
Okay. All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous. All present. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Clements.